know that this season is going to be different. Arsenal is reinforcing from the goalkeeper angle. They've reinforced from the defense. They've reinforced from the midfield. And they are likely to reinforce on the wing and the striker position. Welcome to Gunners Lovers TV. Congratulations to all you Gunners all over the world. This Community Shield, that was a day to remember. We were the winners of the Community Shield for 2023. It was full of drama. And I'm going to be giving you blow by blow all the events that happened, both backstage and the ones that have happened within the football field. Everything we're going to go through. A lot of people have talked about it, but you are going to get it really, really good the way it happened from my mouth. I'm going to say it how it is, you know. So I'm going to start from the lineup. The lineup for this match was fantastic. I did a prediction and it was virtually the same. That Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White should be the rock at the back. And we also want to also believe that Partey and Declan Rice with Odegaard, the driving force, the engine room at the midfield. And then we move on to say Sakabi on the right, Trossard on the left, or Martinelli. Of course, it started with Martinelli. And then at the middle, first night, you found Havertz was the one we rely on. That's the first part. No dispute. We all know how effective. We'll talk about it later. Now, backstage, the battle started. Zinchenko was having a chat with Edison, former teammate, you know, just former teammate. What did Jack Grealish do? He just pushed Zinchenko. Even when he was, Jack Grealish was already dressed in their jersey, ready to go and ready for kickoff. So that will tell you the mind games they were playing. Zinchenko was not going to play for us. Jack Grealish lost concentration. Everybody knew how he was drinking all over the place during the treble-winning holiday. Well deserved. What the hell was that? Holiday, yes. But this was business time. He was still looking for a fight with Zinchenko, even though he thought he was joking. Zinchenko didn't find it funny, you know, when he turned and looked at what's all that about. Remember, the same way KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, was very disrespectful for Arteta, pushed him almost all over the place when we played them last time. So they started it again. And then the match started. The match started. The possession of Mancity was worthless. Huh? Because when you look at the first half, which was 68, 30 something in favor of Mancity, the goal chances that we had were even more than what they had. So they were practically on their knees first half. They were struggling. They met a resilience that never happened. Unlike those days, you have Rob No holding at the back. You have all Tierney alone at the left-hand side. You know, we are struggling. The middle is like things fall apart. The center cannot hold. That book, if you have read it, go and read that book called Things Fall Apart by Chino Achebe. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Arsenal was regarded like that book. You know? So, they met Rock on the left-hand side. Timber was as strong as real timber that was used to make chairs and all that. He was a rock on the left-hand side. So all those wing play, the bulldoze, Kawaka, and all running down the flank, it was ineffective. Disgracefully again, you remember the man that scored 52 goals in the season. He became like someone begging to enter an event. He was begging to come into the fold. He was begging to be allowed to display in the football field. He was like telling them, look, you remember me, I'm Haaland, now let me play now. People are expecting something from me. Of course, the likes of Saliba, Gabriel, and Ben White, they made sure none of his move. In fact, for him to actually get a ball, to make a proper pass, in fact, if I hear anybody say again that Havertz is not good, the person should go and watch that match. Havertz that we bought, that people are criticizing, that, oh, he doesn't know how to score goals, he doesn't know how to do this, was better off than the man who scored 52 goals last season. I know the excuses people bring on is, oh, the season is just starting, he's not yet in form. Yes, to Havertz is not yet in form. So, Havertz was better than Haaland on that day. That Community Shield Cup the match was played. So they are potent to tell you how serious Mancity was. They played two of their best strikers for a quote ordinary Community Shield. They play Alvarez, the Argentine who is a striker for them, and they play Haaland, the Norwegian guy. So they have full force at the front. They played Jack Grealish, who they bought for 100 million. He was on the wing. They brought in KDB. They played all the people. Diaz was there. Rodri was there. All the people you want to see. John Stones was at the back. Akanji was there. Kawoka was there. Ortega was the only change, significant change at the back, which was the goalkeeper. The comedy in this game was that as the referee was trying as much as possible to introduce the new rules that favored Man City all along. I use that word because if you want to set a standard, it has to be on both sides. Rodri was committing fouls left and right, pulling shirts, doing that. He didn't get a yellow card. Excuses. The referee would just walk away. Even when Saka was bundled at the other far end at the 18-yard, nothing came out of it. And all the kicks, the pulling, he has been pulling at the middle of the field. The referee did not respond. Partey was the first victim to kick ball out. They say it's part of the new rule. Now you don't kick it out, you have to allow the ball be, and then you move away, step out, you step aside, so that your opponents can have the ball and take advantage of the foul. But Partey kicked it out, even lightly. I thought there would be warning. Of course, when it also came to their turn, I think it was Alvarez, he also gave them the yellow card for that, which we much appreciated. So the match was not, as people were saying, that it was more or less balanced in the sense that we stood firm to resist Man City. Man City of those days, in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, they want to quickly score and demoralize you. That didn't take place. It never happened. I still thank God that the reinforcement we did of Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, and Timber that came in quickly as soon as possible before even kick the ball in the season. They blended in, they are still blending in, can only get better. Now, we quickly move to the reaction of Guardiola when he was interviewed, when he talked about the community, being reminded that he has not won it for almost 3 times now. He said, we have been busy winning the Premier League. What is sportsmanship? It's not, that's a denial of failure. You failed on the day. Guardiola failed on the day. I expected him to have accepted that as a reply. To say, yes, we have tried again, we failed. Not to bring down the value of the Community Shield, to say that, we're not talking of Premier League. We're talking of a Community Shield, which is the tradition of the Premier League, to start with the winner and the runners-up. And then he brought it down so low to say that they were busy winning. That means they shouldn't have turned up for the Community Shield at all. You see? But go and look at how he celebrated when Palmer scored that goal. He was jumping all over the place. You would think that the match has ended. And of course, the Mancity fans, they were everywhere screaming. If you look at that goal, they were the ones behind our goalkeeper then. Come and see the uproar that took place. Go and look at the highlight of that match. You discover that by the time we were now, when we came back in full force, in fact, there's Trossard should be assisted with a number called 101. 101. Because that was when he scored that goal. As soon as Trossard scored that goal and everywhere scattered, oh my God. Some Mancity fans had gone home. They were going home. They were so, because it was like a minute or two to the end of the game. And even when we entered penalty, the drama was taking place. Adola had to hold the staff for support because so that it doesn't collapse. He was holding them. Please hold me in case anything goes wrong. And the first one that KDB did, I saw him play that penalty with overconfidence, with somebody who did not care, somebody who felt I can always score them. This Ramsey doesn't catch penalty after all. He ballooned it, hit the post, and the thing went away. That was the first shock. And then they thought, oh, yeah, we're going to get them. They will not catch a penalty. We will catch, and goalkeeper is very good. Bernardo Silva scored. And by the time he got to the next person, was it Diaz? I think the next Mancity player. What happened? He ballooned the ball. He fired the ball only for our dear Ramsey. You know, as a mother gets hold of a precious baby, he held the ball back, punched it, and quickly directed it away. That singular act caused sorrow for Manchester City. That was when all their heads fell down. That was when almost more than half of the fans started leaving the stadium. By the time we were being given cup and all that, they were all gone. They were all gone. We didn't see anybody at all. They were all gone. So, there was no sportsmanship from the coach. There was no sportsmanship from the fans. There was no sportsmanship from even the players. They were doing as if the cup. Before you knew it, they were all packing. When they were picking their runners-up medals, which I call the failure medal. You know, their heads were down as if you have won so many things. Why can't you be happy for once for another club who has won another thing? If you go and look at our video before this one, we posted pictures and celebration of Arsenal, lifting the cup, Odegaard lifting the cup, proudly as an Arsenal fan and as an Arsenal player. We as Arsenal fans, we were excited. One of our musicians from Nigeria, Flavor, got also involved in the celebration with Kelechi and all on Instagram. You go and watch all that. You see, everybody was happy, home and abroad. Now, what lesson have we learned from this? Ramsey has said it, that fear factor has been demolished. Oh, we're playing Mancity tomorrow, everybody going to wee on his body. No. Nobody's weeing again. Everybody is going to be tying his belt. That is what we'll be doing. We'll be tying our belt to face them. Don't ever be deceived that this was a preseason. Oh, this was a charity cup. No, this was a proper match. I can't imagine if Mancity had won it, what the newspapers would have said about it. They would have said, oh, same old Arsenal. They've come again, even when they reinforce, they are the same. Know that this season is going to be different. Arsenal is reinforcing from the goalkeeper angle. They've reinforced from the defense. They've reinforced from the midfield. And they are likely to reinforce on the wing and the striker position. Jesus, with or without Jesus, he comes back. Arsenal will be flying. Don't forget, this match we played it without Jesus. So those of Arsenal's critics who believe that our team is not a one-man team, it's not a Tottenham, it's not a Mancity. Mancity, more than half of their goals was scored by one person. If you move to North London, more than half of their goals was scored by one person. So you know what I'm talking about. So this is a complete team ready for the season. We are going to take the negative of last season not winning to act as a positive for us this season to win the Premier League. That is my simple appeal. I mean, that's my simple statement for this season. We should win the Premier League. Go straight and win it. You know, reinforce, make sure everybody's on board. Now that we'll be having depth, it's not like one person is injured, we can't have like for like. No, it's not going to happen. You saw what happened as soon as Tierney entered. Because Tierney was on the old guard. It was the old guard. That as soon as Timber left that position, the place was porous. The gap was so visible. Running back, positioning of players when we are under attack matters. Positioning of defenders is very, very important. Once you lose your position and you create too much gap between you and your opponent, or between you and your colleagues, your fellow players from your team, then they exploit that space and give passes through them. And that's what Palmer did. But I will never forget the stone faces of Mancity fans, the disappointment from Guardiola's face, the key joy factor of the goal that Trossard scored to demoralize and demolish Mancity as soon as that 101 goal entered. Remember 101, like, share, and subscribe. Do not walk out past. This is GunnersLoversTV. We are ready for Nottingham Forest. As soon as we get to that day or two for that match, I will give you my lineup prediction for that match. Like, share, and subscribe. This is GunnersLoversTV. I see you in the next video. Bye. Congratulations to you, Gunners.